Well, I've debated this asshole before, and I doubt this will even be the last time, and to refresh all of your memories, mrrepzion is that spoiled brat kid who can't go vegan because he loves chocolate milk and he has primal instincts that force him to eat meat and play with Pikachu dolls. And since he likes putting fallacious copyright claims on my videos, I had to get creative with this one.
Hi everyone, I'm mrrepzion and I have primal instincts and I love chocolate milk, so I can't go vegan.
So Repzion made a video talking about how horrible of a person I am for filming my grandfather's heart attack, and I'll link his full video down below just so you don't have to take my word for it that he's a moron. And he started his argument off by saying,
if you look up to this person as a role model, then you are one twisted motherfucker.
Let's all just remember that Repzion supports the rape, torture, and murder of innocent animals because he loves the taste of chocolate milk and meat. So who's more twisted here? The guy who tortures and murders innocent animals for his own personal pleasure, or the guy who filmed his grandfather having a heart attack? Now, I know it's debatable whether or not that was appropriate for me to do, but I think we can all agree that torturing and murdering animals is a bit worse.
Who the fuck even thinks this way? This is just one of the most deplorable. I can't even fathom.
You tend to repeat the exact same arguments over and over again and have a great deal of difficulty learning anything. So again, torturing and murdering animals versus filming grandfather's heart attack. Which is worse? And you haven't given any kind of logical explanation as to why it's unethical for me to have filmed my grandfather's heart attack. And I've debated with you before, and all you seem to be capable of doing is making these illogical, emotional arguments, and your own actions completely contradict any criticisms you have of me.
You know, Vegan Gains, I could imagine you performing CPR holding a camera. This is what meat eating does to you.
And this is the point in your video where it's clear that this is nothing but complete slander. I called 911, I performed CPR on my grandfather until the paramedics arrived, then I told them about what happened, and when they had the situation under control, I grabbed my camera and started filming. The reason my grandfather even made it to the hospital was because I performed CPR on him, and me filming the rest of the event had no impact on his health or chance of survival. So what did I do wrong? Again, you're making a completely illogical, emotional argument, and on top of that, you're fabricating a story in an attempt to slander me.
My grandfather lived to 92 years old, and he smoked and he drank every day, and he got drunk almost every day in his life, but somehow he still lived to 92. So basically, correlation doesn't equal causation.
Well, obviously you don't watch many of my videos, or you're just too stupid to understand what correlation and causation even mean. In metabolic ward experiments, we can raise serum cholesterol levels by introducing meat, saturated fat, and cholesterol into one's diet, and the normal, healthy, physiological range for LDL cholesterol is 50 to 70 milligrams per deciliter, and when LDL cholesterol levels are at or above 75 milligrams per deciliter, we can accurately predict the rate of progression of atherosclerosis. It is a demonstrable scientific fact that saturated fat and cholesterol cause heart disease, which is why the president of the American College of Cardiology, Dr. Kim A. Williams, is vegan and uses a low-fat Whole Foods vegan diet to treat his chronically ill patients. So it's pretty fucking obvious that heart disease, among other chronic diseases, are caused by poor diet and lifestyle choices and not just bad luck. And maybe if you're going to bring up logical fallacies and how correlation doesn't equal causation, you shouldn't make an argument out of a single weak anecdotal claim. I don't care if your grandfather lived to 100 years old smoking and drinking every day. That is a single data point among billions of people. The actual science shows that diet and lifestyle choices are the main contributing factors to chronic disease risk.
If someone smokes a 6-pack of cigarettes every day and that's what makes them happy, then just let them do it. It's a personal choice.
Well, assuming you're not exposing anyone to secondhand smoke, smoking affects no one other than yourself. But when you eat meat and animal products, it does affect others, namely animals. And I can tell because you're such a great person that you don't give a fuck about the billions of animals that get slaughtered every year, but you're not taking into account the corporate violence that is committed against the people who consume these products. Cigarettes, meat, dairy, and eggs kill people, which is why heart disease and cancer are the two leading causes of death in America. And you can't make the argument that it's an individual's choice to consume these harmful products when most of us are as ignorant as you are and don't understand the choices they're making. When most everyone is as ignorant as you are and believes there are no health consequences to smoking or eating meat, choice is taken away from them as they can't make an informed decision. So these corporations really are guilty of mass murder and not just assisted suicide, so to speak. So I'm really confused with your whole argument here. You keep stressing the importance of personal choice. Well, it was a personal choice for me to film my grandfather's heart attack, so why do you have a problem with that? And at the same time, you're not only okay with the murder of billions of animals, but you're also fine with the corporate violence that is murdering over 1 million people each year in America alone. By your own moral standards, it should not only be perfectly acceptable to film my grandfather's heart attack, but you shouldn't have a problem with me just flat out murdering people. And funny thing is, you made an entire video talking about how horrible it was that I allegedly threatened to kill you. So, what's wrong with me killing you, Repzion? You're fine with murdering billions of animals. You're fine with corporations committing mass murder. So what's wrong with me killing you? If it makes me happy and gives me a more fulfilling life, then I should be allowed to do it, right? It's a personal choice after all. All you've done this entire video is make weak, illogical, emotional arguments while trying to slander me. So, what did you accomplish, Repzion? Do you think telling people to smoke and drink and eat whatever they want will save any lives? The only reason you made this video was to try and get back at me for embarrassing you from before, and you failed.
So what if your grandfather was abusive to you as a child? My dad was mean to me as a kid, but if my dad had a stroke, my first thought wouldn't be to record it.
Well, congratulations, Repzion. You win. You've proven that you're a better person than me because you support the rape, torture, and murder of animals, along with the mass murder of human beings through corporate violence, but you'd never record a family member dying.
What a relief! When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.
Wow, this has been a long day. I'm gonna go grab some chocolate milk. Oh boy, chocolate milk.
I've come for your little boy bottom, Repzion.
Oh my god!
You can't get away from me.